Your not to-do list is more important than your to-do list, but most people don't have one. This is such a valuable exercise. We are all so different, and that's a really good thing, but I'm going to share mine. You don't have to agree, and I kind of hope you don't agree, but I want to show you that you can get pretty extreme with your not to-do list, and I'm so sure that having one will completely change how you spend your time. It could even change your life. So the first thing on my not to-do list is accidental media, unintentional media. So I don't have a television, or I don't have Netflix. I don't watch the news. If something's important, someone will tell me. I don't have TikTok. I don't consume shorts. I get my inspiration from talking to friends. And then if I want to learn something, I want to be very intentional about the thing I learn. I want to be like, this is the thing I need to learn. This is the gap I've got. And then I want to go and get that information. And what this is all based on is I'm so unbelievably sure that we all already have the answers. They're already in there. We just need to quieten the noise to listen and to find them. And that is not going to happen if we are just always plugged into podcasts or even videos, to be honest. Like, it's just not going to happen. We just want to find that still small voice that knows exactly what we should do. And then after that, find the media that matches it rather than trying to find the answer in all these random places. So on my not to do list is unintentional media. Another thing is hourly rate tasks. Chores, laundry, cooking, cleaning, shopping, things where I could hire someone for an hourly rate that's like a lot below what I would charge for my own. And that's because I want to back myself to make more of that time than spending the money paying someone else to do it. And that doesn't mean I have to optimize everything. That doesn't mean I have to have every minute optimized, but paying someone to do my chores is always going to be worth it. Even if I'm not working, even if I'm just chilling out, hourly rate tasks way below my hourly rate are a big part of my not to-do list. Also on my not to-do list is what I call low energy tasks. You know, the things that lift you up and make you feel like you can conquer the world, and the things that just leave you feeling a bit like, and a bit low and a bit pessimistic. And for me, those things are small talk. I freaking hate small talk. Gossip. Like I never talk about other people behind their backs. It's just not how I want to spend my time whatsoever. It's so on my not to-do list. Drama. I don't want drama in my life, and I also avoid people who seem to want drama in theirs. And also late nights. They don't give me energy. They suck my energy. I find that noticing the energy that something brings or takes away then means that I can compile this list of low energy things that then becomes part of my not to-do list. Also on my not to-do list is things that I have consumed that I've noticed don't serve me very well. So for example, donuts. Donuts smell great, but I think they never actually taste as good as they smell. And every single time I eat a donut, I'm like just disappointed. So eventually I was just thinking, I'm just not going to eat donuts anymore. I'm just going to put donuts on my not to do list so I don't have to make decisions about what I eat. I just know if there's a donut, I'm not going to eat it. And I know that's like a really simple example, but there will be stuff that you are consuming that just doesn't make you feel good. Like pizza's also on mine because it makes you feel horrible. It makes you feel lethargic, and I don't want to feel like that. So if there's pizza, I'm just not going to eat it. Especially if you struggle with decision fatigue, you feel like you're going through every single day having to make all these decisions, or maybe you're struggling with boundaries. You find yourself setting your own rules and then just breaking them again and again and again. This could be the thing that works. Next thing on my not to do list is making any decision based on cost. And this isn't because I have loads and loads and loads of cash. This is just because I want to make decisions based on how I want to spend my time and what I want to do, rather than some kind of scarcity mindset. So by this I mean coupons. If you buy something online, it's probably not worth your time looking for a coupon. Just buy it. Just pay full price, just buy it, and save however long you would have spent like looking for coupons, trying them in, them not really working. Like just buy it and then be done with it, and then it's sorted and you've bought the thing. Another thing is Airbnbs I stay in. If one was a bit more than the other one, but it's closer to the gym, or it's got a better view, for example, in a better environment, you're going to think differently. You're going to have bigger ideas. You're going to act with more abundance, which means that you're probably going to make more money, which is going to eclipse the amount of money that you would have spent buying that better option. I really try not to let price come in the way of any of my decisions. I actually think this one's quite hard because lots of people have money beliefs from childhood that are all around scarcity. This idea that expensive equals bad, but I prefer to think expensive equals good because it means better quality, or it means getting some kind of benefits that you wouldn't have had otherwise. So on my not to do list is anything to do with scarcity, anything around making any decision based on cost. Next thing on my not to do list is obligations. Because freedom is my highest value, it's what I optimize everything for, I'm so unbelievably conscious of how I spend my time and how the things that you own can end up owning you. So because I'm nomadic and I move location every few months, I don't want to have things that are going to tie me down to some kind of place. Whenever I'm booking flights, I will always get the refundable option. I will always get the option that means that I could change my mind last minute. I really don't like the idea of having something that like I have to do, because I prefer having the freedom to choose, and it's always worth that extra price. So the not to do list item is just obligations. And then as I'm going through life, it's like, how can I choose the option that will give me the most freedom? And that takes the decision out of it, because I'm always going to choose that one. Next thing on the not to do list is applying for stuff. Someone shared something in a WhatsApp group recently where they said there's a certain event coming to a certain location that they were in, and this is how you apply to be a speaker. And I looked at this application form and I thought, yeah, but how do you really get on the speaker list? Because it's not this form. That's not how people get those big opportunities. None of the event organizers that are looking for amazing speakers are like seriously considering the application list. They're asking their friends, they're asking around, they're being like, hey, who do you know who'd be good at this? And that's the list you want to be on. And I know this sounds counterintuitive, but if I focus less on applying for stuff, putting myself forward, and more about being the kind of person who people want to recommend, it leads to those opportunities way better, way faster, and way better things come my way as well. So on the not to do list is applying for stuff, and I honestly feel like it attracts in higher value opportunities because I'm seeing myself as this higher value person who attracts them in. Another thing on my not to do list is attending webinars, and that's because in webinars and in workshops where there are multiple people being taught something at the same time, probably not everything will be relevant to you. And what I so much prefer is booking time with someone, hire someone to teach me how to do this thing in a way that's relevant to my business, than watch them deliver it to a group. If I've got a friend who's got a specific skill, could I talk to them about doing like a skill swap session where they teach me how to do something and I teach them how to do something? It's a preference that I've turned into a rule, and it means that when I want to learn something, my default isn't looking around for things to join up to. It's more like, how do I get this information delivered to me in a way that's very specifically focused on my business and my exact situation, and they will always be away. So not to do list is going to webinars. So the final thing on my not to do list is very much a business one, and this is spending time with people who don't take action. So at Coach Fox, we don't do sales calls, we don't do demos, and we don't do tech support for free downloads. But once someone is in, as in once someone has started their 14-day free trial, once they're on board, they get all of our attention. So we go so over and above for customers because they have taken action, because they have signaled that they're someone who goes forward with stuff. And I have a lot of time for those kind of people. So we get a lot of requests for, can you show me around? Can you give me a sales demo type thing? And we're just always like, start your 14-day free trial. You'll get invited into the community. You get to come to the Q&As. You get all our help with everything, but you just have to take that first move. And that has saved so much time and energy. And it's helped us really focus in on our actual dream customer. So that's mine. What's on yours? Having a not to do list does not mean you are a diva. You have to be a bit unreasonable to get where you want to go. All the best people are unreasonable. The people who look at the world and go, I know this is how everyone else operates, but this is not how I'm going to operate, because I'm going to have my own boundaries. I'm going to demand the best of myself. I'm going to raise my standards, and I'm going to have some rules around how I spend my time and what I choose to do. The main benefit of this is the freedom it creates in your brain, because you're not spending hours and hours every day making decisions, and your not to do list should be progressing all the time. You should be adding new stuff to it all the time. It's not some static document that's laminated. It's evolving every single time you find yourself in a situation where you think, something here isn't quite grooving, or oh, I've done that but I don't want to do it again. Put it on your not to do list and have this framework for how you operate. I hope this video has been useful. Let me know in the comments below, what is on your not to do list? Is there anything on my not to do list that's also on yours, or that you're maybe going to add after hearing this? I would love to know the boundaries that you've got, kind of because I want to steal them, but also because then we can all share them with each other, and then we can give each other new ideas for what could be on our not to do lists. Hit subscribe to see new videos whenever they come out, and I will see you in the next one.